Channel Julio, thank you, sir, by the way, says censoring Trump is as big an insult to the office of the presidency as storming the Capitol is to Congress. The gall of Zuckerberg and Dorsey. Zuckerberg founded or funded the steal at select voting districts.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I think you're right. It is an insult to the office of the presidency, and secondly, it shows you who actually has power. And what I mean by that is the people who are living again in this propaganda, false reality, where left and right is the most important distinction, and everything is viewed through Trump glasses and what you think about Trump. And those people also are living with the false impression that the president of the United States has more power than the cathedral,
Right.
has more power than the media and big tech and the political elite, the deep state. And he doesn't. And it doesn't matter which president you're talking about. Somebody said to me the other day, some leftist I was arguing with, when I pointed out that they're hypocrites because they like to take Martin Luther King's comment about how the riot is the voice of the unheard. They take that out of context. Martin Luther King was using that. He was using that in a descriptive way, not a prescriptive way. He was describing why, explaining why riots happen, because people feel unheard. He was not saying, I advocate for riots. Everything he said was against violence. He believed in the non-aggression principle. He was
He's a
explaining
little bit of a
well,
socialist,
that's
but
the
okay.
difference. Well, towards the end, yes, but in the context of that speech, I've read it. He was
Right.
not
He was not advocating for it. Yeah.
prescribing. He was not advocating for violence and rights. He was not it was not prescriptive language. He was describing. They take that out of context and they try to use it in a prescriptive way and say, see, violence is justified. This is why we should have violence. No, it's descriptive. And they're not doing it. They're selective about it. They're hypocrites, of course. They're not using that quote out of context for what happened at the Capitol. They're not even using it, by the way, they're not even using it descriptively, which is the way he used it. They're not even using it to say, this is what explains it. This is why this happened. These people feel unheard. They're not even using it that
Right.
way, the way that it was intended. But that is why this happened. These people do feel unheard. And some leftist was arguing with me and said, how can they be unheard? They're represented by the president of the United States, the most powerful person in the world. I was like, really? The president of the United States just got banned on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Tell me who has the power here. All you have to do is look at it. Look who has the power. Look who has the power. You're absurd. And do you think Biden is going to be I guess because you think Trump is the most powerful person, I guess you think Biden's going to have that power too. Biden only has the power that the deep state and the legacy media and big tech give him, and they will give it to
Of
him.
course. Well, he's
But
largely
it's at
ceremonial. So,
he's ceremonial. Whoever's in that office only serves at the behest of the cathedral, at the holy trinity of big tech, the holy trinity of big tech, the legacy media, and the deep
right.
state.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's
So
clear.
if
Yeah. Um,
they have the power, to shut Biden off too, but they're not going to. But they
well,
have the power
because
to.
he's doing what they
They
want.
have the power.
Right.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, I one more thing about the secession. I saw someone in chat say, well, secession will lead to war. Maybe, but that's on them. I'm not saying secession is the next best step right away. What I'm saying is it's better than going to war now. It might lead to war, but at least you didn't initiate it at that point. It's on them. They would have to be the aggressors and initiate. And you can know that morally you did not cause this. So, and maybe it wouldn't.